Today, we will be reviewing the Tokyo Pip Hunter Expert Advisor. Stick around to the end to receive a free EA from us at Prosperity Algo Solutions. So we can start off here on the sales page to get an idea of how this bot works. And from what I can see so far, it appears to be based on a time-based strategy, because specifically here, there's a lot of information given about time-based settings and why it's so important. So specifically, this bot trades the USD yen pair, and it trades in the M5 time frame. There's also a degree of the significant amounts of risk management settings which one can use. And here it says that the trade size should be based on the percentage that a trader is willing to risk. So all of that makes complete sense. And effectively, the developer is encouraging you to practice proper risk management when using this bot. Something which is also very interesting is that this bot uses high risk rewards in its trades, where it targets, I believe, a minimum of 1 to 3 trades. It also says 1 to 3 risk reward. It also says that it targets between 1 to 3 trades per day, taking more of an intraday day trading approach. So specifically here, because it does speak to time-based ranges, I would be assuming that it is using some sort of range breakout system with a time-based component. So this could be perhaps an Asian breakout or Asian range breakout or start of Tokyo session breakout. So definitely something is happening there. But to get a bit of a better idea of how this works, I think we should probably hop over to MT5 to check out a backtest which is currently running. So here I've taken the liberty of running a back test, and it actually took a while to run, so it's currently just finishing up in a couple seconds here. But as you can see, I've downloaded the Tokyo Pip Hunter from the MT5 marketplace, and here we go, and the bot just ran. And this is the equity curve which we see, and this was run using the FP Markets broker with every tick based on real ticks on the raw USD yen pair. And as we can see from the equity curve here, this is clearly a very high risk reward system. And this type of equity curve is kind of the inverse of your traditional scalping system, because usually with a traditional scalping system, you see these long runs of winners and then short losers, which are more significant in nature. And that leads to this upward sloping staircase type equity curve. With these really high risk reward systems, you see the exact opposite, almost like the downward sloping staircase, which is exactly what we're seeing here. It kind of goes down and these huge jumps up, and then down and huge jumps up. And this is very much indicative of a risk reward system with a very high reward to a relatively low risk. If we go here in the inputs tab as well, we can see that we have very limited settings, but you are able to adjust the GMT server time, which makes sense as likely this is some sort of time-based breakout system. And if we kind of zoom out here, we can see that it's running on the M5, but let's switch over to the H1 just to get a bit of a better idea of how it works. And yeah, so clearly here when it wins big. Whereas when it loses small. So a bunch of little losses, actually this one looks like a win here, but a bunch of little losses, and then it takes these big wins. So there is a dynamic take profit stop loss going on as well. It could be also just waiting for, let's check the times here. If this one opens at around 7 on the dot, and then closes end of day. So it could be taking advantage of the entire daily range. Yeah, it's a very fascinating system. So here, it doesn't always wait the entire day to close. But so far, essentially to wrap this up, it appears to be doing exactly what it says it's doing. So that's always a good sign. High risk reward, trading USD yen, and taking roughly 1 to 3 trades per day, all of which makes sense to me. And here there's a little bit of a panel here which shows the runs of winners and losers. And we can see that, yes, it is placing pending orders as well. or no, this is a already executed market order. And this took place at 1 a.m. in the morning, so time-based system right after spread hours. And let's see if it waits until end of day to actually close this position. This took place on the 6th. Well, now it's waiting for the next day actually to close. That's really interesting. Oh, no, and here it did not use a time-based system. It just placed an enormous breakout. So, and it seems to have placed that at the beginning of the previous range. That's really interesting. There's a few different methods that it's setting take profits and stop losses with. Let's take a look at when it's entering positions to see if we see common trends. So we care about the entry thing. Oh, there's also some range breakouts. There we go. So here we're also seeing that there's clearly some time-based range breakouts. There we go. And these are high reward to low risks. Interesting. Okay. And let's scroll through the times here when it's actually entering the positions. We're seeing 11:05. We're seeing 17:36. So this is like New York breakout. Yes. And there's some shorter trades there too. Okay, so maybe just to wrap up here, it appears that what the developer is saying is completely true. There are a few different types of trade management systems going on here, but overall they do tend to favor a positive risk reward. There's also a time-based element here. Trading, some of the trades are opening right as soon as the session for the day opens. Some of them appear to be based more on the sessions, like the three major Forex sessions. So there is a time-based breakout happening here. This is a tried and tested strategy. It's actually an extremely common and very, very effective strategy. And some of the best EAs in the market do implement some of these. So from what I can see so far, this appears to be an honest, solid system, and it's definitely worth testing out. 1.5 grand is a pretty hefty price for an EA, so I might wait for a little bit longer to see a more developed live signal. But it does seem to be like it could very well be worth the money if it works like this long term. So yeah, keep an eye out for it. Let me know your experiences with it. But this does appear to be an honest, solid system for now. And stick around for the following short clip where we will actually share a very similar expert advisor with you guys for free that trades gold. Take care. Have a great day. Before you click away, if you're looking to get a real expert advisor, here at Prosperity Algo Solutions, we're currently offering our Golden Time Bomb system based on automating the London breakout and opening range breakout 100% for free. Watch the pinned video to find out more and to get access.